In the north, life moves more slowly, not because people are lazy, but because the land demands patience. Every action costs more effort. Every mistake lasts longer, and every season feels heavier than the last. This is the north of Westeros, and this is where survival matters more than ambition. You wake before the sun, if the sun rises at all. Even in summer, the air carries a bite. Stone walls hold little warmth. Wooden homes creak under frost and wind. Breath hangs visible in the morning air longer than it should. People in the north do not waste energy. They can't afford to. The land itself shapes everything. Fields are smaller and stubborn. Soil is thin and uncooperative. Growing seasons are short, unpredictable, and never generous. Crops are planted with urgency and harvested with relief because no one trusts the weather to stay kind for long. Food is never just food here. It is security. In warmer months, families work constantly. Farming, fishing, drying meat, salting fish, storing grain. Every spare moment is used to prepare for what everyone knows is coming. Winter is not a rumor. It is a deadline. Late summer feels tense. Fields are worked from dawn until dark. People push themselves harder than their bodies want to allow. Injuries are ignored. Fatigue is accepted. Because once the cold arrives, there is no fixing mistakes. Granaries are checked and rechecked. Cellars are packed tightly. Firewood is stacked higher than seems necessary, and then higher still. No one ever says, "We have enough." They say, "We might survive." Villages in the north are small and close-knit. Homes cluster together for warmth and protection. Everyone knows everyone else's business, not out of curiosity, but necessity. If someone falls ill, the whole village feels it. If a family runs out of food, others must decide whether they can spare any. Community is not optional here, but neither is resentment. During good years, people help each other freely. During bad years, generosity becomes careful. Every gift is weighed, every favor remembered. People remember who shared and who didn't. As autumn fades, anxiety grows. The first snow is never welcomed. It is watched, measured, interpreted. Too early means fear. Too heavy means worry. Roads begin to vanish. Travel slows. News from the south becomes rare, then stops entirely. The world shrinks. Villages become islands of warmth surrounded by white silence. Winter is not dramatic. It is relentless. Days shorten until darkness feels permanent. Cold settles into walls, floors, and bones. Fires burn constantly, yet never feel enough. Food disappears faster than planned. Hunger becomes familiar, not urgent, but constant. People eat less. Children grow quieter. Old people sleep longer. Illness spreads easily. Small infections become deadly. Weakness is unforgivingly exposed. Families make quiet decisions about rationing, about who eats more, about who eats less. These choices are never discussed, but they are never forgotten. Under northern lords, life remains harsh but predictable. Luxury is rare even among the powerful. Castles are built for defense, not comfort. Meals are practical. Clothing is heavy. Everything serves a purpose. Lords offer protection, but they also demand labor and loyalty. When men are called to fight, families lose workers they cannot afford to spare. But refusal is not an option. The North survives by obligation as much as loyalty. Psychologically, the North changes people. Over years, emotion becomes restrained. Hope becomes cautious. People learn not to celebrate too loudly or mourn too openly. Extremes feel dangerous. Stability, even if harsh, is preferred. Northerners value endurance. They respect silence. They understand that complaining does nothing to change the cold. Faith reflects this mindset. Many still follow the old gods, not because they promise salvation, but because they watch, because they remember, because they offer no illusions about mercy. The gods of the north do not comfort, they endure. Time in the north feels different. Seasons stretch endlessly. Winters blur together. Summers feel brief and uncertain. Years are remembered not by events, but by hardships. That was the winter we lost the mill. That was the year the river froze solid. That was the long one. Memory is shaped by survival. Those who leave the north carry it with them. Even in warmer lands, northerners dress heavier, eat carefully, wake early. They prepare instinctively, even when preparation is unnecessary. Comfort feels temporary. Safety feels fragile. The north teaches habits that never fully fade. Despite everything, people stay. They stay because their families are buried here. Because the land, for all its cruelty, is familiar. Because leaving means facing uncertainty somewhere else. And uncertainty is already a constant here. The North does not reward dreamers. It rewards those who endure quietly. Life in the North is not heroic. It is repetitive, cold, unforgiving. But it creates people who prepare instead of hoping, who accept hardship as part of existence, who understand that survival itself is an achievement. In the North, no one expects fairness. They expect winter. And when the snow finally melts, when fields thaw and roads reopen, people do not celebrate loudly. They simply begin preparing again. Because in the North, winter always comes back.